This is a close-up of the Ariane. They're so beautiful. You'll see more videos like this with all of my collections. I have some really beautiful shoes, and I have some really durable combat boots. So let's talk about it. Army leadership as it relates to entrepreneurship. So we'll talk about a couple bullet points. Leadership under pressure. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later because, I think there's a misnomer that people think that, you just put out in front of 50 people and you're going to lead them. No. Army officers, non-commissioned officers, we all receive extensive leadership training. I'm talking about extensive, years and years of leadership training. And then you're put in, initially you have a squad, which is 7 people. Then you'll have 7 people. Then you have maybe 30 people. Then you have 150 people, 200, and it stacks. You're never just thrown in front of people and then expect to lead them. So leadership under pressure, it's always pressure when you're in the glass house and you have to make a decision. And what makes pressure under leadership is the decision making. So I consider myself a pretty good decision maker. I had a terrible year last year, so I had to question my decision making skills. But I'm a pretty good analytical, strategic decision maker. And they have this, it's called a triangle, the way you make decisions. The cost, the amount of time, cost, time, and quality. You can't have all three. And you have to decide. And so that's how I make a decision. And this is what I always say to myself. I make the best decision with the information I have at that very moment. And that's all you can do. And you have to stick with that. We're going to talk about discipline versus motivation, which are, I think if you have a good source of motivation, you can have discipline to get there. I call it a means to an end. And then we'll talk about accountability when failure is not optional. So I believe in full accountability. If I am the CEO of my company, anything that goes wrong is my responsibility, right or wrong. I'm taking full ownership. I'm taking responsibility for it. So I'll talk about what I learned as an Army officer that has made me successful as an entrepreneur, and then what has surprised me most about entrepreneurship that mirrors my military leadership just without the uniform. That's going to be a great conversation, and I look forward